Shanghai Vice Mayor promotes Taiwan group tours, promises economic boost. Public outrage spurs recall campaign against Taichung lawmakers. Man causes train delays, faces compensation claim from TRA. German Christmas market attack. Biden announces $4.28 billion in student loan. Thousands of Amazon drivers have gone on strike. Malaysia to resume search for missing MH370 flight. World's steepest cable car opens in Switzerland.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Monday, December 23rd, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, Shanghai's deputy mayor announced plans to encourage group tours to Taiwan, calling it a gift with significant economic potential, given Shanghai's 24 million population, surpassing Taiwan's total population. Amid tensions in the legislative yuan, KMT and TPP forced new amendments to key laws, sparking public backlash. Taichung citizens gather at the Central Bookstore to sign recall petitions targeting unfit legislators, accusing them of trying to revoke voters' recall rights. A man who jumped onto the tracks at Fuzhou Station, halting trains for over 3,200 minutes and delaying 58 services, turned himself in. He cited financial struggles and regret over his actions. TRA announced plans to pursue compensation for the disruptions caused by the deliberate intrusion. And in global news, a man accused of murdering 4 women and a 9-year-old boy by driving a car into them at a Christmas market in Magdeburg has been remained in custody. The 50-year-old was brought before a judge on Saturday evening following the incident on Friday, during which a black BMW plowed through the crowded market, injuring more than 200 people. Magdeburg police said investigations are ongoing and officers are appealing for witnesses to submit photos or videos of the incident.
The suspect is a Saudi citizen who arrived in Germany in 2006 and had worked as a doctor. The statement read, "The judge ordered pre-trial detention for 5 counts of murder, multiple attempted murders, and multiple counts of dangerous bodily harm." City officials stated that around 100 police, medics, and firefighters, as well as 50 rescue service personnel, arrived at the scene shortly after 1900 local time on Friday. Witnesses described how they had to jump out of the car's path during the attack. A memorial service for the victims of the attack was held at Magdeburg Cathedral on Saturday evening. The service was attended by victims' families, emergency workers, and federal government officials, including German Chancellor Olaf Scholz.
President Joe Biden's administration has announced an additional $4.28 billion in student loan relief for nearly 55,000 public service workers. This announcement brings the total loan forgiveness under the Biden administration to approximately $180 billion for nearly 5 million Americans. The relief will be provided to individuals enrolled in the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, which offers debt forgiveness to those in professions such as firefighting, nursing, and teaching after 10 years of continuous payments.
The Biden administration has implemented fixes to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness (PSLF) program, which previously failed to deliver student loan relief to many due to poor implementation and program errors. Biden said in a statement, "The public servants approved for debt cancellation today include teachers, nurses, service members, law enforcement officials, and other public service workers who have dedicated their lives to giving back to their communities and who are finally earning the relief they are entitled to under the law." Of the nearly 5 million borrowers who have had more than $180 billion in debt relieved by the administration, over 1 million were through the PSLF program. Biden added, "From day one of my administration, I promised to make sure that higher education is a ticket to the middle class, not a barrier to opportunity."
Amazon drivers went on strike in 4 states with less than a week to go before Christmas, but the company says it won't affect holiday deliveries. Members of the Teamsters Union announced strikes at 8 facilities across 4 states. While the Teamsters claim to represent 7,000 Amazon workers nationwide, this accounts for less than 1% of the company's U.S. workforce. Beyond the usual labor complaints about wages and benefits, Amazon disputes that these workers are its employees, despite them wearing Amazon vests, driving Amazon vans, and exclusively delivering Amazon packages.
Beyond stating that its shipments to customers will not be affected, Amazon emphasized that the Teamsters do not represent anyone on the Amazon payroll. The National Labor Relations Board has certified only one group of Amazon workers as part of a union, and that location, on Staten Island, New York, has not yet gone on strike, despite authorizing one. The first location to be struck was a facility in Queens at 6 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. An hour later, workers in Skokie, Illinois, a Chicago suburb, joined the strike. By 9 a.m. Eastern Time, the strike had expanded to locations in Atlanta, San Francisco, Victorville, and the City of Industry, California. The strike is expected to have only a minor and very limited impact on Amazon shipments, given the company's vast number of facilities and the small proportion affected.
Malaysia has agreed in principle to resume the search for the wreckage of missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, more than 10 years after it disappeared in one of the world's greatest aviation mysteries. MS-370, a Boeing 777 carrying 227 passengers and 12 crew members, vanished en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing on March 8, 2014. Transport Minister Anthony Loke said the proposal to search a new area in the southern Indian Ocean was made by exploration firm Ocean Infinity, which also conducted the last search for the plane that ended in 2018.
The firm will receive $70 million if the wreckage found is substantial. Malaysian investigators initially did not rule out the possibility that the aircraft had been deliberately taken off course. Debris, some confirmed and some believed to be from the aircraft, has washed up along the coast of Africa and on islands in the Indian Ocean. Malaysia engaged Ocean Infinity in 2018 to search the southern Indian Ocean, offering to pay up to $70 million if it found the plane, but the search failed in 2 attempts. This followed an underwater search by Malaysia, Australia, and China in a 120,000 square kilometer area of the southern Indian Ocean, based on data from automatic connections between an Inmarsat satellite and the plane.
The world's steepest cable car has just opened in Switzerland's Bernese Alps, connecting the village of Stelschberg on the valley floor with Meran. The track has a gradient of 159.4%. The journey takes just 40 minutes to climb 775 meters over a track nearly 1,194 meters long. The 2 cars hang from an 11-meter-long arm to cope with the steep incline and have space for up to 85 passengers. The route is fully autonomous, with constant monitoring by cameras and sensors, allowing it to operate without staff on board.
The new cable car is part of the Schilthornbahn 20XX project, which involves building a new route made up of 3 sections. It will eventually run from Steckelberg in Meran via Berg up to the Schilthorn, cutting the current journey time from 32 minutes to around 18 minutes. The Swiss Mountains Piz Gloria restaurant was made famous by the 1969 James Bond film On Her Majesty's Secret Service. This revolving restaurant is located at the peak of the Schilthorn and offers 360-degree views of more than 200 other mountain peaks. The final stretch from Berg to the Schilthorn is expected to open in March 2025, with the finalization of the entire project in summer 2026.
The answer for last Friday was C, proliferation. The proliferation of social media platforms has drastically changed how people interact and share information. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. German Christmas market attack. Number 1, custody, 监护权. The suspect was taken into custody for further questioning. Number 2, appeal for somebody to do something. 呼吁某人做某事. The mayor appealed for citizens to stay calm during the crisis. Number 3, multiple, 多个的，众多的. She has visited multiple countries in the past year. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.